We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Watson. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Carter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff for Carter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Didn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific 1st quarter here to begin the playoffs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Watson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. First down, 2-yard line. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Watson. That's swung out to Mostert. Touchdown, Texans! Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A first down carry here for Johnson. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's a give to Carter. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On first down, it's Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Watson. And that's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Another run on second down with Carter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. A toss left side for Carter.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Side taken in by Godwin. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Carter with it.
Broken tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On first down, it's Carter. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Six yards left on second down. Johnson running left. Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Carter. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Quick throw caught by Godwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Let's go, let's go,
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
First down and a little extra from Mostert. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Lindsey now off the read option. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On second down, Mostert. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Davis, nice grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, New York. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, And that takes us from second to third down. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second down, a run with Carter.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. Now Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
the Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Watson now to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
And that would get to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Throwing now, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.